Hello, I'm Brigadier General Pete Palmer. I'd like to start out by saying I'm very honored to be nominated for this award. I've been an Army officer for 36 years. I've served in peacetime, peacekeeping, as well as nation building and wartime conflicts in Iraq, Kosovo, and any other place the nation has called for our military soldiers to serve. My last job in the Army was developing capabilities, actually the requirements documents, which in essence is bureaucratic work, but necessary bureaucratic work.
My name is Ron Wood. I'm a chief engineer for General Dynamics in Scottsdale, Arizona. I'm here today to talk a little bit about Brigadier General Pete Palmer, U.S. Army retired, and his nomination for the Dynamind Award. I've known Pete for many years, first in a capacity as a defense contractor while he was in the Army as a Brigadier General. So therefore he was my customer. Later on, he actually came to General Dynamics and joined the Edge Innovation Network, where I was his deputy director.
One of the key capabilities we were working on was a thing called the human dimension. This was a concept started by our keynote speaker today, General Wallace, who I worked for at the time. And it's a critical component because what we recognize in today's conflicts, it's less about the war fighting and it's more about the people and the nation building that has to occur. So the importance of the human is absolutely critical. So I was actually charged to look for capabilities that could enhance the understanding of the human and how to enhance the training and education of our service members when they go. I am now the director of the Edge Innovation Network, and I continued that pursuit. And I had the absolute honor of meeting Kathy Kolbe and being introduced to the Kolbe concept. And I will tell you right up front, I immediately understood the application for the Kolbe concept for the military.
Pete, as I'd like to explain, has a quality that I think is rare and really suits him for the Dynamind Award. You know, Pete's experience as a battlefield commander and then in the acquisition corps of the Army gave him direct insight and experience with the soldiers, sailors, airmen, and Marines of this fine country.
I think it's first important to understand that Napoleon's concept, and I'm as a general, it takes 10,000 soldiers to train a general. And those aren't live soldiers, unfortunately. And as a consequence, that learning curve can be very huge, and we like to shorten it with the training and education we do today, as well as the aspects of reducing casualties for those nations that we go into. The value for the Kolbe to this whole process, it just jumps out at you. Because first of all, it lets the commander understand his self or herself and informs the staff on the best ways for communication with the commander. Also, the commander knows his staff now. So those value propositions are huge when you're looking at a commander and his staff to reduce uncertainty and basically save the lives of our kids. However, we're facing challenges in working with the Kolbe and getting it into the D&D environment. First of all, you face the processes, and hopefully you all can see this, but this is the Army's processes, or the simplified slide. I will tell you that's the reason it takes 5 to 10 years to get a new capability in the Army. It's just that long, it's that deliberate to do. You have military leaders. They like new satellites, they like new UAVs, they like new weapons, they like new radios. Okay, this touchy-feely stuff called the human dimension, called the Kolbe. What does this mean? Why would I do that?
And he's been hard at work for several years now in trying to penetrate this military establishment with something that we all know it can be so important and powerful to help those soldiers. And much progress has been made, and I think not only due to recognition of the Kolbe methodology and what it could be done, but Pete himself, in being trained and experienced with the technique, was therefore able to communicate with other audiences better and more effectively in order to try to make progress, right, to penetrate this market. And again, not just from a commercial perspective, but from a make a difference to the soldiers. Because he realized that that the solutions that needed to be brought to the military were not just material. They could be things like the Kolbe methodology to help the soldiers, sailors, airmen, and Marines understand each other, understand their peers, understand their superiors and subordinates to be more effective in everything they did. I believe he is an immaculate, wonderful contender for this award. I can think of no one better to receive it, and I'm proud today to be able to have explained in the limited way that I can why I believe he should win this award.
So Kolbe is important. We need to keep pushing it, and I will keep to work there. And it's an honor to be able to use the Kolbe and also push the Kolbe for use in the Army. Thank you very much.